is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Duggan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tigers' offense comes onto the field first today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumped. Overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team in program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Arkansas Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping!
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Missouri wants to go fast.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to a football?
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You can see he threw a bullet. And sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks just, they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Dropping back, it's Casey. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ball is loose. Oh, he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Casey. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff from the gun. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Punts for the tackle. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Scanning the field, it's Casey. Good timing on the quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, we have reached a conclusion in the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today.
From the gun, the running back has it.
An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Behind his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Throws for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense really needs to get something going right now, already down 17-3. A quick pass to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Casey. Makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Finds his big tight end. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Missouri! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. Wide open downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Quarterback keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to get it in. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Back to throw, it's Casey. Caught behind the line. It's Dobbs. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Missouri wants to go fast. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He makes the catch at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up the first down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, first down. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
The Razorbacks getting set on first and 10. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is.
Intentional grounding of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked at...
There he goes! He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Missouri gets to the line quickly. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, red zone play, ground alive. To the air, it's Casey. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's McNabb.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. This season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Makes the quick grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. To throw, it's Casey. Right on the money. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Duggan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Just keep slinging it. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play. He just couldn't secure the catch.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Slips through the line. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Started this third quarter on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. At the 45 on his way. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's taking the shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Missouri wants to go fast.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Casey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, better look out. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The give on the option. They'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's first down from the 11. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a draw. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Missouri gets to the line quickly. To the air. It's Casey. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Handoff from the shotgun. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
There's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as any will. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Looking to throw, it's Casey. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Handoff to the lone back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hits the open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping them.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. And And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Myers. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Missouri wants to go fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Casey. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy to football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try to get outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And he missed it. No good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but you have a 20-point lead, life is good. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Caught in the backfield. It's Dobbs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to...
There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got a little space. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Toss to the outside. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah,
He's got it down the left. Flying down the left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Wants to pass. Pass is incomplete. Two-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team,